Hi, Victor. I remember you mentioning that we can extract and digitize tables from documents too. What does that entail?
Well, that's actually a whole different field altogether of machine learning and software engineering, whatever, like the whole computer science stream. Rather than being just simply about NLP here, although NLP will be used in the end, the big consideration is computer vision. So you're now kind of giving eyes to your program. So what you're saying is, I want you to visually understand the document, the layouts, and then when tables do happen to appear in the document and the content, I want you to be able to identify them and obviously tell me that they're there, and then we have to process them, of course. But again, this is going to require computer vision, so it's basically giving it eyes. There are considerations with tables, of course. You may have tables that run pages, so you're going to have to be smart enough to stitch those together in some way so that you get all the information that was in that table. There's also a version of this that you would do for images. You could imagine like a very complex lawsuit, maybe not even a lawsuit, maybe like a criminal case where there's a lot of evidence that's in the documents as well, where you would want to have your program understand some of that evidence because they're images, because they're cataloged photos of other evidence. So you might take a picture of like the knife that was the murder weapon or something, right? And you want to identify not just by the labels on the picture or the summary of different images, but by the image itself. You want to be able to identify knife, bloody, resting by itself kind of thing. So you can then create metadata about the picture and understand that picture. So you have tables and pictures that you would use quite a bit of computer vision for. On these tables, let's say what some of the work we've done in the past was with collective bargaining agreements, where you're looking at different measures with different units. So you're given all of these tables and you also have to standardize them across the whole document. So there's the ability to do that with some of our programs as well. And that becomes quite critically important if you're trying to compare apples to apples, especially in the world of collective bargaining agreements where one union may say something differently than another union, and then you have to understand it. And then obviously the most important thing is the digitization, right? You want to be able to turn this usually into like a comma separated value type of thing, or there's other formats like computer scientists and data scientists like to use JSON quite a bit, but that gives you the ability to then take the information from that table and throw it into Excel or throw it into Tableau or some other down the stream program and do some interesting work with. Maybe you're looking to find certain pieces of information from those tables or run a pivot or whatever it is. There could be a reason to export that and use it for other purposes, obviously.